Collected Essays of ValerieLynnStephens. Triunity. This sadness, this deep sorrow, no joy could abolish. How long will my heart remain in these chains? I am everything and nothing. I am everyone and no one. I am everywhere, I am nowhere. I just simply do not exist. No mirror could adequately validate with its reflective plays on light and optical nerve that I am truly there or ever was. Thus, I know that I am only by the words upon this here page. I think, therefore I feel, therefore I write, therefore I am, not altogether unheard, without a voice. I must put myself into words. I must transcend this quiet hysteria, giving rise to a roaring existential crescendo of melody and noise, for it has grown all too hushed in here. And lest my rage be misread by the masses of a hysteria not my own, I shall take up the perfect disguise and subtle pseudonym and feigned lies, and so my words may remain anonymous and appropriately kin to all. For truth with no name and no face takes its place as one voice, one human race. Although lies are more eagerly embraced and clung to by most, leaving the world in a vertiginous inertia which even the loyal persistence of all the heavenly bodies in their succinct dance of numbers could not rouse to long purposeful stride and waltz toward heaven's gate. Yet even with heaven as it lies, we invite hell into our lives, reflected in anyone's but our own eyes. Oh, how to be without becoming, how to defy contradiction and hypocrisy, dwelling in a twofold being, a child of God and a sister of evil. Thus, how does I choose sides and betray one's own blood without incurring the wrath of nature itself? Armored in the comprehension of them both, I am whole, but devout servant of one or the other, and I am split in two, down to the core of one who is always met only halfway by the world. One must resist to persist. Faith in God, deferred gratification, and self-denial, a blessing disguised as a curse, or a curse disguised as a blessing. Things are both, always and never, as they seem. Intuition over perception, what matters over mind, what comforts and gratifies over what saves and preserves. They say that you can't have both, live in the moment, but for the future. A tricky task indeed, when one must first survive, then learn how to thrive spontaneously, fearlessly, and religiously. Yet sometimes what one must do to survive diverts one from living and thriving. And oftentimes what one must be in order that one can fully and truly live makes one forget how to survive. But still, one or the other must be chosen. Nay, both must be achieved here and now in the cause of the there and then. And this is the truest test of the human heart, a continual actualization towards the integration of a duality-bound creature of deleterious nature into one born of perfect Trinitarian synthesis, harmony, sanctification, and salvation. May the Lord be with us always. Amen.